I'll let you know when I get diarrhea. That's still my thing that I'm going to let you know.
Yeah, you do need to let
I
me
haven't
know.
had diarrhea yet, guys, my whole life.
Just the farting.
Way to call me out.
Welcome to Pelvic POV with your hosts and doctors of physical therapy, Amanda Neary and Hannah Meyer.
Hey, Pelvic Freaks. So stupid.
I didn't like it.
So stupid.
And I was really nervous.
Try to say your, like my part. I used the switch and you try to
Welcome back to another. Oh, wait,
No.
You say that part too. Then.
Oh. What's up, Pelvic Freaks? Welcome back to another episode of Pelvic POV.
We're your freaks for us and we're freaks for your pelvis, baby.
Ew.
That was kind of wild. I don't think I liked it.
No. Okay, let's switch back.
I hated you saying my part because then I was like stressed about when I come in.
Really? I like when you start.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound as right for me to be like, hey, Pelvic Freaks.
What do you
Why
mean
does
by
it sound
that?
so stupid?
Does it sound stupid when I do it?
No, yours, it sounds like that's how it's supposed to be.
Okay, cool. Like an announcer voice.
Hey, Pelvic Freaks. Welcome. Why does it sound stupid?
Because you would be like, hey, freaks asses.
What's up, freak ass bitches?
What's up, bitches? Okay, I'm going to do it for real now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pelvic Freaks. Welcome back to another episode of Pelvic POV.
We're your freaks for us and we're freaks for your pelvis, baby.
So much better.
Thank God we figured that out.
It's kind of crazy that we never actually talked about the order of that before today. Like, we've always just done it that way.
And how did we even, like, were your freaks for us or were your freaks for our pelvis? That's just like, we never even planned that.
We never planned that.
I think we just
did
said
that like
once.
2 episodes in a row and then we just kept doing it.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
It's so wild.
And now it's our intro.
Now it's our intro. So
wow. We're your freaks,
maybe.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about today? Double dating?
Guys, we're so excited. It's been too long. It's another Pelvic Freak story time episode. Woof.
I don't know why I did that.
Woof, woof.
I'm getting really excited.
Have you seen those videos when women start barking at men?
Yeah, on like the dance floor.
Oh, yeah, that too. Or just in public, just like if man's making you uncomfortable and you just bark at them.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
This weekend,
what'd you do this week?
What did I do this weekend? Guys, I went on my first double date.
Wait, this was your first one?
I don't think I've ever been on a double date before.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was really freaking anxious and nervous.
That explains why you were asking so many questions. I didn't realize it was your first double date.
Yeah, I'd never been on like a double date before. Maybe I have, but like in high school, but that doesn't count. Like
Not
this
as
is my
like a
first
plan.
like real double date.
Mm-hmm. How'd you like it?
I actually had a really fun time, and I think I like double dates.
They're so fun. I love it.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Different dynamic.
We went to Duck Duck Goat, and then we went to Bizoo for drinks beforehand. They had like a happy hour, and then we went to Duck Duck Goat for dinner, and then we went to Emporium next door, the arcade bar, and it was a really good time.
It's a long double date.
And then, oh God.
What?
Oh my God, I forgot to tell you this.
What?
We went somewhere forbidden.
No, you didn't. Hannah!
I know.
Whose idea?
It wasn't my idea. I said, I'm not, this isn't where I'm allowed to go. I said, I'm not allowed to go. They were like, well, if you see him there, then not Texan Taco Bar, Blind Barber.
Oh, you can go to Blind Barber.
No.
I don't care.
Yeah, but that's not, it's on the no list.
So Hannah and I have two no places in the West Loop based on where our ex-boyfriends like to go out. Mm-hmm. Hers is Texan Taco Bar. Mine is Blind Barber because we're pretty much guaranteed on a weekend night to like run into our exes there. But I don't care if you go to Blind Barber. It is a fun bar.
It was fun, but the whole time I was scoping out and I was like, this is where Amanda's ex goes. I know exactly what he looks like. And every now and then the conversation would lull and I would look around and he was like, are you still looking for him? And I was
honestly,
like,
if you were there before like 11:30 p.m., you wouldn't have run into him.
Yeah, it was an earlier night.
Yeah. And honestly, I would still go to Blind Barber because I know like the specific times that he wouldn't probably be there, but it's just not worth the risk for me. I don't really need that.
There's so many other bars that are good.
Yeah. And honestly, I think I'm over, we went there so much when I was with him that I'm like, I'm kind of over that phase.
I can't believe you thought I was talking about Texan Taco
I
Bar.
literally thought you were saying you went to Texan Taco Bar, and I was like, how?
I would never step foot into that bar ever.
Yeah.
I never would go to Texan Taco Bar.
Whoa. No, I wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't either. I'm so scared of it.
Yeah, Texan Taco Bar is a terrifying place.
Yeah, and it's large. You walk down Randolph, which is the main street in our neighborhood that we walk on to get to each other. And it's also like the strip with all like the bars and restaurants on it, one of like the two main strips in West Loop. And so you walk past this bar a lot, and it's like half a block. That's how huge this bar is. And it's multi-level, and it's loud, always playing country music. And it just is kind of a place we just don't want to go to for many reasons.
Many reasons. I have a couple no bars in West Loop.
Yeah.
We like going out in other places too.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Well, that's fun. That's a fun night.
Yeah, it was actually a really good time.
I think it would have been funny if you did see my ex.
That's why I was like, but honestly, yeah, it was fun. But I mean, no one was throwing ass that hard, dude. And
so it was early.
Yeah.
When were you there?
Like 10:30.
Yeah, I would say like 11:30.
Okay.
10:30 is not bad, but I mean, also it's a Thursday.
It was Friday last night.
Jesus Christ. Why do I keep doing that? Wait, that reminds me of something else that happened this week.
I also thought yesterday was Thursday, so that's kind of weird that you said that.
Christ, I am not.
You had brain fog week last week.
Seriously, I don't know what day it is, but right now it is Saturday. I do know that.
It is. We were filming on a Saturday.
That's fun though. I'm glad you had a good time on your double date.
I want us to go on dates together.
I know. If anyone wants to go on a double date with me, let me know.
Yeah, and I will be there if you want to hang out with me.
Dating in Chicago, what a time.
It is kind of fun because I've always looked at people on double dates and thought like, oh, that's so fun. They have like a little group, and I would get like jealous and sad that I didn't have a group, and it was kind of fun to like be the group.
It is super fun. I'm down.
I like having like groups of people to go out with. It was fun.
It is fun. What do we do? Should we just dive into these stories?
Should we just dive in?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, it's story time.
Story time.
Once upon a time,
there was a little freak who went on a really bad date.
Once upon a time, there was a freak that went on a bad old date, and that freak was such a lonely freak.
Okay.
I'm trying to improv.
It's not the improv story. So every time we do a story time, we generally have the topic of like all things sex, dating, pooping, farting, whatever you find embarrassing that we can destigmatize. This time we prompted our listeners to send us dating fails or first date fails or anything to do with dating or sex. So yeah, we're going to read those today, and we got some good stuff. Also, the world sucks right now, and there's shitty things happening all the time. This January has been a series of unfortunate events. And if you want some reprieve or some comedy, use this episode and listen to these stories, and we'll laugh with you. And that's just what we're going to do today. And it'll be a good time.
A reprieve, if you will.
A reprieve, if you will. You're just using my words.
Do you guys understand how often we say qualm now?
Okay, who's we?
You said it the other day.
I do say it because now you're saying it so much. Hannah learned the word qualm from me recently.
No, it was like a while ago.
It was a while ago.
You guys remember the episode when we learned that.
But now she uses it a lot, so now I use it more than I typically would, I would say.
I think it's my favorite word to exist.
I think mine is pebble.
What?
It sounds cute.
Pebble?
Pebble.
You can't use that often, though.
Pebble.
An uneasy feeling of doubt, worry, or fear, especially about one's own conduct and misgiving. A momentary faint or sick feeling. I just love this word. I don't know. I just love learning new words.
New words. Okay. Shall we kick it off with a story?
Okay, guys. Are you ready? We've prompted you for some stories, and we're going to get into it. Dating fails.
Should I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Submission number 1. I was at Renali's of all fucking places and told him I started a mental health organization in college, and without a beat, he said, "Why, did your friend like kill themselves or something?" I don't know. I didn't know what to do, so I ran to the bathroom and screamed, "What the fuck?" Jesus.
What do you even say to that?
You cannot make that shit up.
Damn, that was one time when the intrusive thoughts won.
Yeah, that's just something that should have lived rent-free in your head.
Should have.
That shouldn't have come out. Yikes.
I wonder what she said.
I wonder
what they said.
This is a short submission and it leaves a lot up in the air, but I'm curious what she actually did, or whoever they are, said to this person.
I do love Rinaldi's though. I know
Rinaldi's?
Rinaldi's. What is it?
There's no D.
Yeah, but the double L makes it a D, no?
Rinaldi's.
No, Rinaldi's.
It's not Rinaldi's. That's not Italian. Sorry.
Why have I been calling it Rinaldi's?
I don't know.
Rinaldi's.
Rinaldi.
I hate that.
I'm sorry.
What the hell? Don't you guys hate that when you say something forever the wrong way and then you learn the right way to say it and then realize how much it sucks to say it the right way?
It was a really soft D, so I think if people were hearing you, they would have just... Rinaldi's. Yeah. They wouldn't have heard the D necessarily.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Do you have anything that happened to you like that you said wrong forever?
100%, but I can't think of the specific one off the top of my head.
Okay.
If I think of it, I'll let you know.
All right. I'll let you know when I get diarrhea. That's still my thing that I'm going to let you know.
Yeah, you do need to let
I
me
haven't
know.
had diarrhea yet, guys, my whole life.
Just the farting.
Way to call me out.
So sorry.
I know, you win some, you lose some.
Also, do you guys like my shirt? I just want to point out that Hannah got me this for Christmas, and it's so cute. And there's others, and I'm going to keep wearing all of them.
It's the most Amanda shirt ever.
I love it.
All right.
Because why would I listen to a man? I'm reiterating this from the last episode because I wasn't wearing this shirt when I said it, but why would I listen to a man? Why would I believe a man?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even met one.
Haven't even met one.
Okay. Next
story. Got into a long distance relationship with an English boy I only knew for a month. He said he was going to move to LA for me after we went on a trip together to Mexico. Parentheses, he lived in England, but we met while he was road tripping the US. Cute. 3 days into the trip, I realized I absolutely hated him. He was rude to waiters, hit on other girls in front of me, and I'm pretty sure was homophobic. So needless to say, I booked a flight home early and I told him never to step foot in Los Angeles. That's iconic. Okay. Never step foot in Los Angeles again.
Not allowed in my city again. I know who this is, and I never heard the second part of this before, and I'm so excited for you to read it.
When I got home, I had an existential crisis, quit my job, and booked a solo trip to Costa Rica. A few weeks into the trip, I was at a beach party with a few friends I made at my hostel. One of those friends, in parentheses, a Canadian, she said that she was meeting up with an English guy she had been dating the last few weeks who was planning on moving to Vancouver for her. Unfortunately for everyone, it was the same guy, in parentheses, my ex.
That's wild.
That's
the same guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow. That is wild. My favorite part is I realized I absolutely hated him. It's just like 0 to 100.
Have you ever been dating someone that you were like head over heels at the beginning and then you go on like 2 dates and then you're like, actually, this is the worst person I've ever met?
I'm trying to think if it ever happened that fast. Like, I've been in a long-term relationship with someone that looking back, I'm like, you were the worst.
Oh, yeah, period.
But I don't know if I ever flipped the switch like that.
It happened to me one time where I really liked someone a lot, and then I instantly realized that we had nothing in common.
What was the situation?
I think it was like, not to get like too specific, but I just was blinded by the idea of like someone really liking me. Yeah. And then I realized that I really only liked myself talking because this person never spoke.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, oh, I really just like myself. It was one of those.
Yeah.
You guys have been there probably. I want to talk about how, what did she say? Oh, yeah. He said he was rude to waiters.
Biggest ick.
One time I went on a frat date party with someone and they refused to tip at dinner on our bill.
Oh my God.
Can you believe that?
I would be so embarrassed and I would never see them again.
No, I literally like
rude to waitstaff or not tipping is probably my biggest red flag.
It's a very huge.
It shows a really major character flaw for me.
It's so messed up.
Yeah. Yikes.
Eek.
Yikes. I feel for this person because getting into a long distance relationship and then going on vacation together, I feel like would be particularly hard because you're just learning so much. And can we also talk about how you don't really know how compatible you are with someone until you travel with them?
Yes.
Because, oh my God, when I was with one of my exes, we would like be in the airport together, and even just the way that they like walked through the airport, leaving me behind, like just like those little things that you pick up on when you're traveling with someone and how they are and how they consider you. It's like everything is highlighted when you're traveling for whatever reason. Why is that?
It is. That is a huge identifier. I know. I always say that and canoeing. If you don't know, if you're not completely sure about your relationship, go canoeing with them.
That was so funny. I agree. I know exactly what you're
You know
saying.
what I mean?
Because it's like, is he gonna, or are they gonna yell at you for like paddling wrong, or like, are you compatible in like a teamwork thing?
Why is it a universal experience?
Totally.
Especially going on a double date canoeing or something like that. I had a situation where I went canoeing and it was like 3 couples that went on like a trip together. And so I guess I've been on like a triple date.
Yeah.
This was like in high school though, so
Yeah, whatever.
it was like in high school, so it didn't count. It wasn't like adult dating, but it was like my friend group. And we went canoeing and 2 of the couples were like really crushing it, but we were like totally not crushing it. We were getting in fights. I was like, look at all these other couples doing so good at canoeing and we can't get like our paddles straight. And it was so bad. So now to this day, I'm like, the ultimate relationship test for me is if we can canoe well together.
That's so
But I'll
funny.
never tell a man that. I just need to see how they do.
That's amazing. I love
I'll
that.
never tell anyone that, at least. Well, I told you guys.
I told you guys. Depends if whoever you're dating listens to our podcast or not. Okay, next submission. Went home with a guy after a fabulous first date. We had decided to pretend to be a married couple on an anniversary date and ended up having such a great connection and wonderful time. Went so far as to name the hypothetical kid that we left at home with the babysitter and all.
That's so fun.
That is fun.
That is really fun.
I don't know that I would do that on a first date, but I love it.
Is that a first date? That is crazy for a first date.
After a
That's
fabulous
iconic.
first date. Yeah.
After a fabulous first date, we decided to pretend. Wow. Okay. Yes. Went home with a guy after a fabulous first date. Damn, that's a cool first date.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah. Keep going.
Anyways, got back to my apartment and doing the deed. And as we were finished, he was like, wait, don't move, ... I genuinely didn't know what the problem could be. He wore a condom per my request, in parentheses, king, exclamation point, adding my own parentheses, bare minimum, exclamation point. So I asked if it broke. He said no. And I asked if it fell off and he said no. I was like, what? I'm saying what instead of question marks. He was like, well, it's half on me, but like half in you, ... My vagina sucked up this condom. He didn't want to take it off of himself for fear of leakage as I was fully ovulating, not on any BC. So he tried to like shimmy it out to no avail. Tried to loosen it with his fingers, no luck. I remember a trick about like relaxing my jaw and opening my mouth. That helps a little bit. At this point, we are LOLing. He said we manifested the baby too hard. I'm a witch. It worked. Finally, he's like, you may have to push, ... So I do. I bear the fuck down and she comes on out. I never understood girls who said the condom got lost inside of them before, but after bearing down on a first date, I understand. We went out several times after that before I moved to States. Hope he's well, not pregnant, smiley face. We're going to shout out Avery from Los Angeles at the time for this one. I feel like Avery should be a writer because if I was like reading this in a book, it's like the way it's written is really cool, but it was hard for you to read out loud. So sorry if I didn't do that justice.
No, I thought you did a great job. It was really good. I loved this story. Starting off with the first date being like that, that's such a cool, it's like you guys are improving.
That is so fun. That is seriously fun.
Yeah, I'm going to try that. I want to do that.
Oh, heck yeah. It's role playing.
Yeah,
It's
role playing
super
is fun. That's super cool.
Yeah. And they were like, I love that it was a teamwork event. I love that she talks about the pelvic floor.
The relaxing my jaw and opening the mouth cue. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Because we've talked about before how like vocal cords are related to pelvic floor. So like, yeah, all of this jaw tension is going to impact that right in the larynx. So that's interesting.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Wow.
That's why if you're like really clenching your jaw, sometimes it can cause more pelvic floor tension.
Yeah.
So cool trick. Way to shout out the pelvic floor trick.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Wow. Have you ever had a condom lost inside of you?
Never.
Me neither.
I've had one break, but I've never had one lost.
Yeah.
This is a fun Plan B event for me.
Yeah, that'd be like that.
Good times.
Well,
All right. Well, I'm
cool.
glad you guys are still, well, you're not on any terms, but I'm glad you hope he's well. That means there was no hard feelings there, and that was a fun situation.
Sounds like a fun time.
Happy for you.
All right. Okay. I'll read this next one. Not sure if this is what you're looking for because it's so not related to my pelvis, but my mouth has gotten stuck open 2 different times while giving head. That was fun. First time it happened, I thought I had to go to the hospital because I couldn't get it closed for about 5 minutes.
Yikes. Lockjaw.
Lockjaw.
Not fun, but also, yeah, definitely what we're looking for because we are just destigmatizing sexual experiences on this pod. So you can submit things even if they have nothing to do with the pelvis.
And I feel like someone has submitted this, like something like this before, so you're not the only one.
Yeah, this is not something we haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a bummer, though. I hope you're getting help for that, especially if it's happened multiple times.
That sucks, though, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to read the next one, too, because that one was kind of short.
Yeah.
All right. I heard you guys talking about sleep farting, so here goes. I actually haven't read this one yet. Why do I always read the sleep farting ones? I mean, I guess I don't always read the sleep farting ones, but why am I always talking about
the other sleep farting one was yours.
God, I don't want to be the sleep fart girl. All right, maybe I do. I met my ex Okay, ready? I met my ex during COVID lockdown, so first date, in parentheses, aside from a FaceTime to make sure he wasn't a serial killer, was at my smart FaceTime move, was at my studio apartment. You know how it goes at a studio? 1 minute you're on the couch and the next you're horizontal because the bed is 2 inches away from you. Yep, that's my life right now. Anyway, he slept over and I woke up to my own fart, the loudest, juiciest fart you ever imagined. To make it worse, I was the little spoon. I freaked out, obviously, and tried to lay perfectly still and pretend I was still asleep. But when my heart started beating. Is this yours?
I didn't want you to be alone in your sleep farting adventure. So I had to submit mine.
I was like, okay, I feel like this sounds familiar. Okay, wait, I'm going to finish because this is actually hilarious now that I know. Okay, ready? I'm going to restart that part. To make it worse, I was a little spoon. I freaked out, obviously, and tried to lay perfectly still and pretend I was still asleep, but my heart started beating out of my chest and his hand was right on my chest. So if he was up, he knew I was up. Anyway, I'm pretty sure he woke up from my crazy fart.
Woke up.
He woke up from my crazy fart, but we never talked about it and ended up dating for over 2 years after that. He ended up cheating, so I'm glad I farted on his dick that first night. God. Every time a car honks, I'm like, that's for confirmation.
Did you like it?
That's hilarious. Because Amanda told me this story because when I told her about my sleep farting incident, she was like, oh my God, bro, did your heart start racing and do you think he felt it?
That's why I was like, did he know? Because if your heart starts racing and someone, like, then you know you're not asleep, right? It's like, you can't, that like doesn't happen while you're sleeping. So that was where my mind went to my story.
That's so funny.
But just goes to show, you can date after that for a while.
Yeah,
you can get past it.
You can get through it, guys. Did you see my bloop text that we put on our story?
The single funniest text I've ever read in my life.
I get it.
Freaking out about her sleep farting and telling her crush about it. Their response was just like, it's fine. That's hilarious that you were nervous about that.
I literally sent like a whole screen-sized page text of how all caps text of me being like, I farted and I know you heard it and I had to say something because I'm freaking out. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
I was totally cool about it.
Yeah, she was very chill and super cutesy about it. So at least there's that.
I told my therapist about that and she was dying. She was dying laughing.
Okay, isn't it the best feeling when you can make your therapist laugh?
Yeah.
I'm just like, haha, I am funny.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's the best. All right, next. Okay, so this was a very brief hookup that I had. We'd been seeing each other for like 2 months, maybe 3 at this point, when this guy got weird, all caps. In parentheses, I already had a feeling, but this was confirmation. We were FaceTiming one day and he decided to play his guitar at me for a while, and then he all of a sudden stops and asks me questions about some mental illnesses. Parentheses, I was a psych major. I said, okay, he goes on rambling about what he thinks different disorders mean about people. Parentheses, he was a communication/marketing guy with zero background on this. And then he looks me straight in the eye and goes, I truly believe that schizophrenia is the devil taking over your body, and the only way to heal it is through accepting God into your heart. I just said, well, that's wrong, but okay. And then he goes on to play his guitar some more, and I just hung up on him. That's when I decided that I was not that desperate for sex, and I was not going to see him anymore, LOL. He later showed up at my house unannounced multiple times after I told him I was done seeing him. It was low-key stalking. I finally got him to leave me alone when I told him I didn't believe in God, parentheses, it was all I could do. It was all I could think of, so he'd leave me the fuck alone. Please don't judge me on that statement, LOL. Thank fuck he never showed up or tried to talk to me again after that. Yikes.
I like the statement, thank fuck. That's hilarious.
Thank fuck is good.
That's something that I would say. So whoever this is, I'm happy you said that.
We need to bring back thank fuck.
I didn't even know if that was ever a thing, but I love it.
I love that.
That's something I would totally say. Wow.
I used to say that a lot more.
Really? Okay,
this is a good example of like the switch flipping again that we just talked about with like the guy from the Mexico story.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't know someone at all that early on. Like they just reveal themselves as time goes on. That's kind of scary. Yikes. Isn't it also?
I'm like reading back on this because I was like, where did this go wrong? And then, now I'm seeing where it went wrong.
Yeah, that's where it went wrong. Isn't it fun when someone tries to explain your job to you?
Dude.
Or your profession?
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, we get that a lot as PTs. A lot of people think because they go to the gym, they are PTs.
Or because they're a yoga instructor.
Yeah, or because they are your
someone specific
uncle at Christmas. And they've hurt their knee before, that they're PTs.
Yeah, 100%.
So we get that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry that happened. That is truly a bummer, but I'm glad that you got out of the stalking situation.
Wow.
By saying you don't believe in God. We definitely don't judge you for that, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, yeah, no, dude, we don't judge you. Trust me. We don't judge you. We will never judge you.
Believe what you believe.
We listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. Okay, this next one, I'm shouting out Lexi, she, her from Chicago. What's up, Lexi? She's my friend. Her story is, the only time I ever faked an orgasm was with a woman. ... Men should receive criticism, but she was trying her best, so I wanted to be encouraging. LOL.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
I get it.
You know what? I feel that because with women, I'm just happy to be here. Literally.
That's an iconic statement from you. No, that's iconic.
Even if it's not for completion, it's like, I'm just happy to be here. This is freaking awesome. I
want you to know you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
I get that. When someone's like really trying their best and they're just killing it and it's just.
Yeah. But I love that she doesn't fake it. She's never faked it with a man. She's like, no, you didn't make me come. And you need to hear that because you need to be better.
Oh, she said, only time this is how you should have read it. Only time I ever faked an orgasm was with a woman. Men should receive criticism.
Yeah.
Period, point blank.
Period, point blank.
All right, let me read this next one, okay?
Okay.
All right. This is about the lovely threesome. Threesome? What was that?
I don't know. Are you good?
This is about the lovely threesome that ended in what looked like a crime scene between my thighs. Fun times, LOL. Listen, some queer women just really like acrylics and haven't slept with many women before. It was actual blood, not menstrual blood. It was spotted by the boyfriend of the couple just getting behind me and going, I think you're bleeding. Cue turning on the lights and noticing blood stains like 4 inches down both of my thighs. However, there was a reception and I did sleep with the couple again and did not get cut the second time, so it worked out.
Whoa, okay.
Wow.
That must have been a really aggressive cut for that.
It must have.
Yeah. The acrylics thing, I want to hear what you guys think because I talked about people to people about this a lot. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to people about this because I do like to have my nails done. And I feel like it's about 50-50 where people are like, it actually matters, it actually doesn't. It's more about like the skill rather than like the nail itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is facts.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
This person probably just was like really going hard and not even thinking about it.
Yeah, it could be.
And I bet if alcohol's involved too, you're just like not even really being careful.
The only time I've like, have you ever bled
You should give
from
that tip that you've told me about.
Oh, I actually stole this tip from Lexi, who I just shouted out for my internal assessments because I do like to have a little nail. I don't keep them super long, but like I like getting my nails done regularly because I am a picker. Like my anxiety tick is like picking my nails and fingers. So I like to keep them done. If you put a cotton ball under your nail and then put a glove over it, you can insert it and you will not feel the tip of the nail in the vagina. So I know people that do this in sexual experiences too. Also, a tip of mine for fingering is to keep your nails rounded if you have any amount of a nail and not do square edges. So that's from treating for a couple years. I've noticed that like a rounded nail is just the way to go because you don't have that like sharp edge.
That's a good tip.
Those are my long nail tips for sex.
My nails always just be looking like this, guys. I just never have them done.
Anecdotally, though, the only time I've ever bled from being fingered was from a man. Their little paws when they don't cut their nails.
Their little paws.
Their little big man paws with their sharp nails. They're the sharpest nails ever. No woman keeps her nails that sharp. I swear,
dude.
I stand by. And
or
we
they
just
be having
like
hangnails. And
we
shit.
know what it feels like internally more, so we know what not to mess with. Typically, sometimes obviously women can do that too, but that was my experience.
I feel like men just be going way too hard because they don't realize.
I get like some people do like it rough, so I get like I don't know, thinking that, but. Everyone's different.
Everyone is different. That's why we recommend, that's why we shout out omgyes.com because you can learn different skills and what percentage of people like each thing.
When I was only with men, I thought I hated fingering. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I liked it till like 2024. Oops.
It's fun because you get to be like up closer to the person.
Yeah.
Face to face. So that's kind of nice.
Oh, I always liked hand stuff, but I thought I was just external.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Like internally.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, interesting. All right. These stories, we loved them.
We do.
We love a story time.
What do you
submitting?
Yeah, guys, what do you think is better? Do you like when we prompt you, or we could also just like have you guys be submitting for over a month and then just read our top picks for the month?
Yeah, we could do that. We're probably going to do these semi-regularly throughout the year. So keep submitting, even if it's not a time that we're prompting. We always have this link running in our bio. So if you're following us on Instagram at Pelvic POV, you can go to our bio. You can find our submit a story form there, and you can always submit a story that way.
Yep.
Is that it?
I think that's it, guys. These were our favorite stories, our favorite choices from this round. So
send us your comments on these stories and which one your favorite was.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, Pelvic Freaks.
Bye, Pelvic Freaks.